Hey everyone, just woke up, did my hair, made some coffee. Let's talk about character builds. So this video is just how I personally do things, and my priorities, what I think most people should prioritize. It's not really factual based, and it's not like I did the maths for everything, so just, take what I say with a grain of salt. So first things first, I feel like with characters, um, a big thing is like the levels. Um, that's the first thing I prioritize is just character levels. But what it is like you usually have to figure out a team. So you figure out your DPS, your healer, and then your supports. Um, and with this, what you want to do is you want to max out your DPS's level. Um, and then if you can just get your supports to like 60, that's usually a good place to start. Um, it's just because it's the most efficient way to do things. Once you get to higher levels, it takes a lot more heroes wits to actually level your character. Um, I believe the Kaching main Discords server was talking about how I think the most efficient was like level 87 or something. But obviously, once you reach your goals, um, you want to keep leveling your characters because it still makes them stronger. It's not like it's not like there's just it's not like it just pauses. It's just like the value for the return you get is less. So focus on levels first. I would say get to your DPS to 80 or 80 ascended, and then go from there, or at least get it to whatever max world level you're at. Uh, the reason why I say ascended is because the second thing you can look at is their talents, and talents aren't based off level as so much as their ascension level. So I believe at level 70 you can get your talents leveled up to 7 or 8. And the reason why you want to get your supports up to 60 is because you can get your talent level up to basically right before they require the golden books. The golden books. Um, which would be, it looks like level 6. I think for the main DPS's talent, you do want to level up the normal attack just because you will be autoing a lot. You're going to be using their normal attack a lot. But when it comes to supports, their normal attack's just not as important. You're probably almost never going to use it. You're just going to, like, for example, if you play Diana, you're just going to switch into Diana, use her E and then her Q, and then switch her back out. Very rarely are you going to use the normal attack. Of course, it doesn't hurt to do it. It's just not as efficient. You could wait a little bit before you actually decide to invest in their normal attack. Invest in your main DPS first, and then go into your support. Yeah. So I would focus on character levels, and then I would actually focus on weapons second. I think weapons can carry you really far into the game, and character weapons I feel like are pretty simple to actually level up because all you have to do is, well, first of all, they give you like a lot of freebies, a lot of fodder weapon to use, but also it's pretty easy to mine for ores to level up your weapons. And for what you get out of it's really good value. Um, yep. And then third, I would focus on artifacts. Could carry you pretty far too. They're like damage multipliers, and they have their whole set bonuses, which are really good. For artifacts, what I would do is I would focus on getting 5 stars, and you mainly want to farm for artifacts around AR 45, you could start at AR 40. It's just the chances of you getting the 5-star that you want is lower. In terms of artifacts, the most efficient way to run your artifacts would be to make your artifacts up to level 16, because afterwards, the same thing as like the whole leveling your character idea, the return for what you put in is less. Also, a quicker way to do artifacts is if you just find like the set bonus that you want, and then for your extra piece, because you only need 4 pieces for your set bonus, right? Like even if you run a 2-2 artifact build, you would still have 1 extra, where it doesn't have to be from the same piece. And what I would do is I would look for the bonuses that you want and the stats, because I think that's actually more important than your set bonus. And then same thing, after you get them to level 16, you may want to level your artifacts out as much as possible. And then lastly, I would look at the talents, and I would level up the talents like as much as you can, especially for your DPSs. I think for your supports, you could get away with lower levels and lower talent levels, because their job is mainly to provide utility and reactions, whereas your DPS is the one that really needs the damage, and I would try to level it up as much as possible. So I would say it's like pretty important to figure out who your main DPSs are and who you're gonna run as supports, so that way you can figure out what artifacts to put on them, what to prioritize on them, things like that. Okay, that's it guys. Quick, short video. Peace.